doesn't recognize me. I have been at just about every activist thing there is, including NATO, Philadelphia last year for the 4th of July, Occupy. In fact, I was in New York City for the 2nd year anniversary, and I was arrested by the New York police, tortured. They tried to commit me to Bellevue, but unfortunately I really am sane, so they didn't succeed in doing that. And what I have right now is just a temporary portable roadshow because they confiscated all of my property, including my cell phone, my computer, my projector. Unbelievable, people. That, you know, they're trying, don't you think they should have a law that says the police cannot do anything that a person can't do? A person can't frisk a person and molest them. A person can't lie. Of course, the police don't lie, do they? Never. Well, I want to make this a peaceful world, and I'll tell you, we have a lot of good police officers. I know a lot of them. In fact, I just met Sergeant Baker this last weekend, and I think he's a pretty good guy. But there are some not so good guys, and I don't really think the guys aren't so bad. I think what they are is they're kind of too obedient. When I travel, I ask officers and soldiers, I said, I do hope that the day will come where choosing the right is more important than the almighty dollar. Because when they come to me, if they say, hey lady, I've got a job, I've got kids to send to college, and I said, but is choosing the right not more important? Trust me, if you get fired for telling your command officer, I can't do that, that is an unrighteous order. There are lots of unlawful termination attorneys out there that will jump at the opportunity and you'll make out. So I just wanted to share with you something that I read on the internet, and this is creepy stuff, you guys, on what's going on. Now, most of you guys are informed, you know about the NDAA 2012, right? And you probably heard that Chris Hedges and some other people took Obama to court and sued him in federal court for signing into law something very unconstitutional, the unlawful detention clause. A federal court judge ruled in Chris Hedges' behalf, our behalf, and said, you're right, this is unconstitutional, and threw it back to Congress. Now, you know what happened? I got the update. Chris Hedges, you can Google it, occupied 2 year Chris Hedges, you'll hear him talk. Because I was really wondering what the status was. This will kind of creep you out, but I want the law enforcement to know about it, because remember, they and their children are also subject to this. Obama went to the federal court judge and asked her to put an injunction on her injunction, her prison injunction, at least until they were through with the appeal. She refused to do so. So you know what happened? Obama went to the 2nd district, and the 2nd district lifted the injunction. That's the type of people, unfortunately, that we do have running the show. So they still have filed the paperwork to take it before the U.S. Supreme Court, but unfortunately, that sort of stuff takes time. And in the meantime, we have to live with that. How many of you have heard about the TSA shooting?